What's up, everybody? We're back today installing another Kemimoto product on the old X3. They have been kind enough to send me a set of fender flares, and they're not black fender flares. Set of nice Can-Am red fender flares for my X3. Now, I have been, since I bought this machine, looking for a set of fender flares that didn't look absolutely terrible. And I saw these, but in black, and I was like, they're not really gonna pop, they're not gonna look that great. Kemimoto actually reached out to me because they wanted me to be one of the first people to test out the Can-Am red ones. Anybody that owns an X3 knows that these things have almost no protection in the front when you're riding through puddles or riding through mud. It almost immediately gets splashed in the cabin. So it's going to be nice to have just that little bit of extra coverage. As you can see, they go along with the body lines very well and add just that extra little 2 inches of coverage to keep mud from spraying inside. Can-Am was kind enough to mark factory holes where all the screws are going to go. So really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taping it up there once I get it kind of lined up where it needs to be, and line up a couple screws and get her put on there. You can see what I did is I went ahead and started the bolt right on the holes where they go. You can see there's just a little indent in there. I kept the fender pulled out like this and just putting them in one at a time as we go down, making sure I got it in the right spot. You can see it is going to use one of the factory bolts right here, so we're going to have to take that out before we get too close up on it. And there we have it. Pretty easy. Now it's time for the rears. The rears actually come in 2 different pieces here. You see it's got a big piece that's going to run up along the side, and then a little piece that's going to go down here. Well, there we have it, the 2 pieces. The one big piece is going to reside right there, and then the little piece is going to go down there. You see it's going to tuck up into the other one. I'll probably put this one on first. This one's going to tuck up right about here. Again, Can-Am already got the holes marked for you. There's a hole there, and a hole there, and then you got all the holes that go along the edges. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on that. Kill the spider. Bye, spider. Figured it'd take a second to show you guys. There's 3 bolts that you're gonna put through the bottom here. Can-Am already has the spots for them. Right there, right there, right there. I used a bolt and a washer on top, and then the nut on the bottom. Kemimoto gives you the bolts and nuts that you need to do it. There we have it. It's all installed. You can see they fit really well along the body lines. Make a nice tight seal. They don't look terrible. You can see where those 3 bolts were, and it's just smooth all along there. Hopefully it keeps some of that mud from coming up in. I do really like the look of it too. Kind of keeps the look from the tree kickers going all the way up. Breaks up all the black. Definitely added a lot more width to that rear, so get a little bit less splashing up and into the machine. Do the other side, and then we'll pull it out so we can get a good look at all 4. There she is. Got all 4 fender flares on it. Looking good. Plan on going on a ride tomorrow, so I will let you know at the end of this video. I'll do some comparisons between with and without the fender flares so you can see how much of a difference they make. Appreciate y'all taking time to watch it, and I will put a link for these fender flares in the description. So I'm out here in the man cave, just finishing up editing this video, looking through different clips I have before I had the fender flares and after I had the fender flares, and you can definitely tell a big difference. You get a lot less little mud thrown up on your arms and stuff. I've been on a handful of rides with the flares now, and I definitely have no regrets putting them on there for the $200 or whatever you spend on it. It definitely helps keep some of it out of the cabin, and it's not going to do the same as the huge, big, ugly fender flares that some people put on their machines, but for me, it's a good compromise between having a good looking fender flare and still being able to see some mud go flying, as opposed to having literally all the mud come into the machine. So no regrets whatsoever with the purchase. Y'all definitely go check them out. They're not the most heavy duty fender flares you could ever find, but you know, they'll take some bumps and scrapes. That is all I got for you guys in this video. Hope you have a good day.